Ladies and gentlemen, eyes up. All bets are off now. This is Count It In. How many four-lettered code words can be made using the letters in the word pencil if repetitions are not permitted and only one vowel per code is allowed? We can use here the idea of the fundamental counting principle in identifying the correct process and determining the answer to this situation. Take note that we have 6 letters in the word pencil, that's P-E-N-C-I-N-L, and we are to come up with the number of possibilities for a 4-letter code word. But aside from that, repetitions are not permitted here. In short, if you were able to use P on your first placement, P can no longer be used on the second. And it can no longer be used to the third and fourth. Now, if you used P on the first and you used N for the second, both cannot be used to the third and fourth placements. Now, how many possibilities for the first placement? Now, take note, we have 6 letters, so it should be 6. However, we also have another restriction that only one vowel is allowed. That would be either E or I. So what we need to do here is to separate the number of possibilities for the number of 4-letter code words when using E as the only vowel, and we're also going to separate for using I as only the vowel because we cannot apply them together here. So for the first situation where we use only E, I'm going to note here E as our vowel. For our first placement, we have 5 possibilities. That's P, E, N, C, and L without I. Because if you are going to use I or allow I here, then we are actually objecting or rejecting the second restriction. Now, if you use P on the first, as mentioned earlier, we only have 4 possibilities here, together with, again, the E as our only vowel here. Now, if you use P and N, we have only 3 possibilities for the next. And if you use here letter C, say for example, we are left with either E, or let's just say if you use E here, the remaining possibilities would be L and C. Now, there are 2 possibilities for this. The fundamental counting principle allows us to multiply all the placements. So for the number of 4-letter code words using E as the only vowel, we have 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. That's actually 120 possibilities. Let's check. 5 times 4 is 20, times 3 is 60, times 2 is 120. Now, this is the same number for the possibilities when using I as our only vowel. Because if we are going to use I here, the number of consonants is still 4. And the number of possible letters to be used with I in this case is still 5. That would mean 5 times 4 possibilities times 3 and times 2. What you need to understand here is just to look into the situation and look for possibilities. So again, this is also 120 possibilities here. So what would be our final answer is 120 plus 120. So we have 240 possibilities, because that is for both using E as our only vowel and I as our only vowel. So we just need to look into the restrictions. The first restriction, no repetitions, and the second restriction, only one vowel is allowed. And since there are 2 vowels here, we are going to use two different methods. What if we have another vowel? That's another situation, so you add it into account. This is the answer for the situation, and that's counted in. Talking about getting the luck of the draw. For all in, subscribe now.